Rightio, we are going to continue on. We're up to making some coolant. And that'll trigger off one of the parts for one of the new ones I've been working on. Alright, so chemical plants, they take that and that. Now, where was I? Was I going to put it here? And that's going to be delivered to here. Right. So I might... I have some blueprints I made that I can change for luminol. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 times 4 is 4 fours are 16, 8 fours are 32, so it's 32. Wow. And our $20. So I can do 20, 40, 60. I might just go here. By coolant. This here. I did that there, and then Might just do the one, two, three. So that 20, 40, 60, that's 120. These are 30, so if I just did 4 of these, and then we'll have, these should be our outputs here. Now I was thinking, I've got coolant here. I was thinking of delivering it here, but I don't reckon I'm going to do that. I might just put Alright, let's see this work. It's the first time I've done coolant. Where's the I was wondering where the efficiency thing, I can't remember. It's up here, isn't it? They're all running at 0 or 1. So that means they're not getting enough. What have I done wrong? It's just taking a while for it to back up. So I should be feeding more. Or will I? Am I? So I've got 8, 16. 64 is what I need of each to feed this. And I'm bringing in I should be bringing in 120. Yeah, of each. So either some aren't getting some, or because it is splitting half and half. Yeah, that's 120. So I should be outputting. Oh, I was reading the numbers. I wasn't reading underneath 60 and 60. Wow. Okay. So 2 of these machines is more than enough. I need, well, okay. You know what? I feel like an idiot. And now that I've done that, this is backed up. So this is a supply tank. Is there a... I did have a storage tank at some point. Not that it matters. This. But that would just, all that does is store. Well, it's better than nothing, but yeah, I don't even need so 2 of these is all I need for all of this. But 4, I could do 4 eventually, but I'll just leave it. It works. It's still going to be outputting the same amount. Now, here we go. Harvester drones, perfect. Forgot about this. So this is the superior processing plants, creates yellow processors. Well, let's just make, where's our... I'll just put that over here for the moment. Now it needs superior cores. And there's this. Yes, right. So now I've got to automate this. Okay. So this is where we're up to. A superior core facility. Now this here this challenge module. I just need a couple of hundred more, 250 more, and then I can destroy that. Do I have... That's all of that for that. I don't have any more shards here to make. So my modules I need to make. Excuse me. So that's yellow, that's yellow, that's yellow. Alright. So it's going to be a lot simpler than what previously I had. What's going on here? I got rid of all. Yeah, because that came in here. That's fine. Alright. But we're out of crystal. We can use these crystals to get up here. I may have to... well, actually, why don't we do this? It'll be like that, it'll be like that. So I'll need... These are ready to go, these ones. I'll use them for over there. So let's go with... Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of these. This is all going to move, so I might start going this way. Alright, what's the easiest? Let's dissect this for a minute. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 3 plates. That's a 4th plate. And then five, 6, 7, and 8. That's a half. So I've got 2.5 blocks. I think I'll make that. That's 3, and then that. and fall. So I'll make, let's start off with I really want this to be done. There's nearly 100, so by the time I get this happening, we'll be right. Because I just want to destroy all this. Alright, that's just a waiting game. If that's the case, yeah. Alright. I'm a bit of a stuck because I just want to destroy all this in 1 second. And it will happen. Well, I'll keep this. I'll get rid of this because I've got the yellow painter. Because there's nothing I need for blue right now. Yeah, it's only going to take a minute. I'll just wait. Keep closing the wrong window. In our tech tree, what else can I open up? So 1920 for the next one of this. Skylines. So we've got 300 yellow. Coolant efficiencies. No. Advanced assembler level 2 ups the speed. That's probably worth. That's going to need, well, that'll be that. I think I was either going to get that or the minor speed. Yeah, it's a tough one. I feel like it's worth spending my money here. And the cutter as well. Right. I can't remember what decisions I made in the previous episode, but that's today's decisions. We'll just live with it. Alright. Come on, challenge. Here we go. Perfect. We'll need later, we'll need blue, but we may change. We'll change the island we do it on, I think. Alright, put that out of the way. I'll leave that to there. I'm going to change this a bit. Get rid of these. So I think, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this and that and that. So I need to bring the coolant, still needs to come in. Meant to swap that. Alright, so we get a block coming out. I'm going to work on this one first. So I think what we'll do is I'll cut this. So I've got 60 coming out. Into 4. Then I'm going to put a splitter there. So I'm going to cut that in half. So then that's 240. Just looking at the machines, I will make sure I understand. I've got advanced assembler, advanced stamper, advanced cutter. That's probably what I need. But it's 60 and I've got 240 coming out. So if I just trying to do something in my head. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 3 of those. So what I'm thinking is if I break it in 2, So that will be... Oh, sometimes I get confused. I'm trying to think a couple of steps ahead. But I should probably just use the advanced assembler. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make things easier, but I'm not. So what I should do is split this, and again, and again, advanced assembler like this. That, that, and that. Needs coolant, so we'll go here. Right, so that makes that. Now I need my top block. And what I'll do is, we're going to need another that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. I want, there's going to be these. Make sure I'm doing this correct. Alright, I want to get a normal cutter. And I'm just going to do it into 4. That's going to output 240. I only want one of them. So then I'll get 120 here. And I'm going to use the advanced. What does the cutter, advanced cutter do? I want to rethought what I want to do there. I'm going to cut that in half, so that's this middle section. So that's going to output 120. And I'm going to cut this like that. That's going to output so that's 240, so that's 120, that's 60, so that's 60, that's 240. If I do this, so then I can do an assembler. No, I need to do close. That one, and then I need from this output here um, 120 this way, and can the monotoner, no, right, so I've got that, and I'll split it to make that. I've got that, so I've got 1, 2, and I'm going to do something a bit different here. We'll go this way, yeah. I'm going to cut this in half. Like this, and then we'll go an assembler like this, and I can do this. Like that. And then I plonk those on, so I get another like that.
New module created.
Perfect. And that's got to go. That's got to go to the Superior Core Facility, which is up here. So I think. We can always move it around. I'm going to put it here. Okay, so the next one I've got, I think I'll make this, because I've got one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is half and half of that. And I need to make, that's one plate. So that's one of the plates, well, which is this here. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those two bits, that's one more plate. So I need one more yellow plate. So out of this, I've got 240 coming out. Did I do this correctly? That's 60 and that's 30. Yep, okay, so 240 coming out, so that's 120 coming in. I've got 60 coming in that way. One more, that'll be 60, so I want to make another one of these. Setups. this here is going to be an issue to getting this split out of here. I think I did it like this, then I can get that can get out that way, and then this can come into here. So I've got some yellow here. So this plate here I think so I wanted to cut that in two like that. Yep, for that one. And then unfortunately, oh yeah, that will work. Yeah. Aha! I nearly got... I was thinking that was a solid black underneath. I'm glad I looked underneath. Right. So now this is the block for this side. So if I've got this right, this is one piece. That I want to also cut. Like that. This is coming out at 60. So what have I got here? 240 is 120, 120. 60 into here, so that's 30 and 30. So that's 60 into here, out comes 120. And do I need any out of this piece? I just need to cut it in half. So that's half will go, yeah, so like this one all here, no. that one. So I've cut it in half and I've got a bit of this and a bit of that. This one I want that's what I should do. So I've already got that. I need the bits on the end. This one yeah, okay. So if I did this, the advanced cutter is still only 60. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what I reckon, I just want to see how many that's making. Let that run for a minute. I'll be back in 1 sec. So that's making 60 a minute, so I need to make, I was going to see if I could split that, but I want to probably just recreate this again, and for the monotoning. So I should just be able to copy and paste. Because I had out of here, what did I do? That was 120. Uh, 120. So that was 60. 60 went that way. So I've still got 120 here. Right. So is that right? 60 going, so 240 out, 120 going that way, 120 this way, 60 and 60. So yeah, I need to split this. I'll get 60 and 60, and then that. Right, so I should be able to go and copy this. Because that's 6, yep. So but I ended up, this is still half of the yellow. And then there's, and this will be half of the white coming here, but this half of the yellow and I have, what have I got coming out here? I've got one of those and I've got all of the little bits. Because, yeah, right. So let me try something. Talk about complicated, but that does work. Right, I am going to going to do this for a second. Okay. This gets become black. This and this
created.
Perfect. And that, so if that's the case, that, come over to here. And the last module, so this one, actually, you know what? That might fit. It does. So now we're just up to this one. And then it's the same here. I'm actually going to so now I've got that should be the bits. Yep. Alright, so that makes that. I'll monotone it. Ah, I made a mistake. I've made a mistake. I'm close. I'm close. I need to split this. And that, and that. And then monotone that. So this coming in here. Oh yeah, that's right. And then that. Right, and then I'll need the next. Yeah, I'll need the bigger one for that. So that's all drained up. Now my issue here is I've run out of room to supply coolant. No, what I'll do is this.
New module created.
Perfect. And then that just needs to go back to here. That's the last one. That's pretty convoluted, to be honest. So superior core. So this one needs to go over here. Right. So I'm just waiting on the Alright, tech tree wise, I can now unlock this one. Everything else requires more of the yellow. That's not too complicated. If I didn't have the terrain in the way, I could simplify this a bit, to be honest. It depends how much I'm making. I may be able to split that over 2 facilities, maybe. So what's next? Apart from duplicating that again, I built that. Mech assembly would be next, I suppose. I've got to unlock yellow spire, so I need 1,000 yellow. So I reckon we don't need to keep making the greys, we need to make more of the blues. That's probably what I should concentrate on. So I'm just trying to remember how I did everything. This is where I make the blues. So I'm making, these are all greys, and these greys are just going straight into there. I still need to be making more blue processes. So that's it there. Question is, can I just ramp it up, make another one? So there's only one building that makes blue processors, this one. I've got an idea. Right. We'll just see how many we can. How far can I get this? Is there an upgrade for that? What are these? They're called tunnels. Tunnel distance 9 is 960. Holy moly. That's alright. I could still put another one here that could reach 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that keeps up. That one kind of could have gone this way. It needs a crane on this side. Right, so now the demand is this one. I may have to ramp this one up. I don't know what... I do have some more spare ore here. There's a lot going on here. I could always move... I could move these over to here and have the 4 cranes. There's probably not enough room. But yeah, I've definitely hit the limit on these. So how can I speed these up? The delay does seem to be coming from here. See if the numbers will help me. Take a few minutes to count up. Let's go and have a look over. Is it here? It's here. This seems to be going all right. So These are a bit trickier. How's this going? So we've still got this delay here, but my numbers, this is what I was looking at. So 16, it's coming at 32. That's coming in at 16. I don't know why the numbers are upside down, because that's not 91. That's 32. So that would be still... Yeah, right. Yeah, basically I need more ore. I'm trying to do too much with my ore. I do have some more ore over here. Another 240, but good luck me getting that all the way over here. I think what I need is that'd be nice. A minor speed, but I want furnace, but you'll still need to feed. So I need 960 shards to fix this discrepancy. I just need to, yeah. I suppose the question is, are there any here that aren't? The thing is, it's so tightly packed as well. That I'm never gonna catch my tail, so to speak. These are going all right. I could probably do a third one here. What I could do though is so my superior cores, we're making superior cores. We're making yellow processors. And I need to, with those, they need to come back to I've got to mix them with blues. Right, okay. What I need to do is this is all pigment production. What I need to do is, I think, disconnect these here, and for a couple of these production lines that aren't blue, so there's one production line really, isn't there? That's slowing everything down, and it's this production line here. If I move this production line over to here, I think that's what we're going to try and do. Copy that. Right. So then oh, I can do 120 now. No, no, it still needs to be 60 and 60. Yeah. All right. I got this. Oh, I'm getting lost now. So that's those two. That's these two here. Actually, right. Okay, so now these all need 60 each, so they'll be they're getting a split and a split, so they're all having splits. It doesn't matter, I'll just put splits on them and work it out. Maybe. So they are, there's 120 coming in. So they would be they've been split from there, from a cutter. And then they would be those. So that's those two. Now why am I... Yeah, it's not that one. It's this one. So that's 1 and 2, right. Because they would be... Oh, fuck yeah. So many buttons. That's doing the white ones. And this is the monochrome ones. So now they're 240 out, 120 and 120 and 60 and 60. So now all their numbers are good up to here. So you need 60 and 60. So it's monochrome there, right. So let me make sure I understand this. These are my numbers are correct up to here, so 60. So that's going to output 120. So that's half and half of each. This one needs the monochroma, monotoner. Right. So then can't really move anything across to make it look better. I might be able to do... I don't want to do that because it's gonna... I want to still appear nice. Right, so now we've got, I need 60 coming in of the half blocks. Yeah, so that's coming, yeah, right. So I think here, it's here is correct. Oh yeah, okay, no, that's right. I can see what's happening, but I'm not going to confuse things first. I'm going to do this. Correct, because that's going to want 60. If I input 30, I'll get 60 out. So that would be one furnace will do that for me. Then I need the rest of this production line. So let's just all of this to there. So this is it here. This is it here. So copy that. I'm just going to bring it like this over here while we make it work. Alright, so now it needs 60 and 60 of those. So that's so I need a splitter and then this one. So I really want to see the numbers everywhere. So if I'm splitting, I want to see the number after a split. So there'll be so it's going to output 120 and 60 and 60. All right. So I'd say this. I need to put a monotoner there. Yep. I'm not sure that one's going to be the case. No, because it's two different things. So I'll have two different production lines here. Now that's So that's a duplicate of that. Why isn't that? Does it just show because it's 2? Or is it because there's none coming on that belt? I think this is where I'm failing. Where is it? This one. So I've got to make 120 of those. So I have to make this twice. So let me just do this over here. Let's just assume that's what we're doing. Holy moly. Yep, so that's it there. Aha. Might simplify this. Yeah, let's do this. I'll need a monotoner and a monotoner. That's going to make 120. So that'll be 60 and 60. That simplifies that. So now I need 60 and 60 of that. Okay. So the machine that makes the 6 pieces. So that's going to output 120, which will get 60 and 60, right? Now this, the machine that makes these blocks. Right, so that's going to output 120. So that's outputting 120. That needs 60 and 60. So now I need 60 of that block. However that block's made. So I get half of it and I slice it. So that's cool. You can put them facing certain ways. Okay. That outputs 120. So I need the counter. Put the other counter there. And then I'm going to put overflow splitter. We'll go, no. Sorter will go here. Just going to trash that for the moment. So that output was 120. 60 comes into here. So now I need 60 of the big block. So 60 of the big block. Where is that? That's that there. Right. So I need... Now I only need 60, so if I only feed 30 in, I'll feed 60 to start off with and we might deal with... No, I only need... Well, put that there. We'll put that there. That there. That there. That needs 60. That outputs 120. So I'll feed half that way. So now I just need 60. Okay. Oh, that fits pretty nicely there. So next up is so I'm getting two things out of this. That piece of 4, I'll be getting 60 a minute of that slice of 4. I need 60 a minute of that slice of 4. So that would be that would be for there. And it gets monochromed. And then the only thing that's left is half of a block. Oh, you know what's funny? Is that possible? That's that half of a block. So 60 coming out of here. And that needs 60. I've got 120, 30. So 60 of half of a block. That needs 60. That needs 60. Yeah, why did I only make 30 here? Was that 60? It's 120, so it's 60. Because this only needs to be 30. That would work, because if that's half of a block, if I split it and join it, that'll be the 60. I need to do that in a second, but I won't need this, and I can feed that straight into that. Alright, let's try and line these up. Let's go to here. The output of that one's got to go to there. So I might grab all of that to there. So I just need 120. I'm not even using that there properly. Oh, it's the way I've designed all these. Oh, look, let's just do this. Right, this would be interesting to see. Right, so there's a few configurings I need to do here. So this one needed to put these back into a block. And this one, that gets filtered out. Or is that the wrong piece? No, I've made a mistake here. I've missed a spot. It's supposed to be what did I do? So from that spot there, I was supposed to filter it out. I've got to shave a slice off. That's what I'm missing. So that's going to put that there for a sec. So that was expecting the output of that one. That's making that. So what I might do is move these down a bit. I need to have a quick toilet break. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so that's needing so that one makes 4 and 3. I'm missing a piece. I just need to, I want to clear that. Just screws in my head when I'm looking at the question mark. I want to clear the error. I need 60 of that. So really all I need to do is I think I had it coming through correctly. I think just because there was a... Yeah, I don't think there's anything that needed doing. Because of the... What do you say? What was already in the machine buffers, I needed to clear that out first. Yep, so I just need to do this. That's all I needed to do. I had it correct. Do we have this producing right? I'd be interested to see. Might be able to hear a bit of rain in my microphone right now. So once I've got this working properly, I'm going to tear out what's in that other side and just belt this over. And I can probably double this up here. We can send 120's worth. This is good. Getting these numbers here is just what I want. If I'm getting a 60 here, everything's working the way it should. Pretty happy with that. It took a bit of work. Alright, well then, I'm just going to demolish this and then we'll find out how to bring it over. Right, so that means that's defunct, which is fine. What I need to do is get tricky bit is going to be going. I think if I can get from there to there. Well, actually, hold on. To there. Then I reckon this to here. And then and with that much, I should be able to just double that output. We just copy it. So that means that to there. And copy that. No, I've already got that. So it's the that. And then I'll just grab It's outputting 60, and hopefully we get another 60 in a second. This should now be pumping along here, yeah. I feel like I could add another one. It will be interesting to see what is the next one to start slacking off, but I do have some spare ore now that could possibly help alleviate that. So what have we got going over here? Nothing yet. I've got something wrong. I know it is, it's just I didn't look. Huh. Oh, how that got missed. I don't need that anymore. Rightio. So they look like 60 to me. And keep it running all the time now. So I didn't need to shred anything. That was perfect. That's a great build. Balanced, one might say. These are being used at 60 per minute by the looks of it. So I still need more blues coming in. And I might funnel these ones into here now. No, they seem to be, well, 30, 60, so 120. Yeah, we need more. So I might, it's the best way to do this. Comes in that way. I want to right, so if I can which ones? Okay, it's got to be the other way. So this overflow is going to go into here, only when needed. We've got a bazillion of them. Otherwise, I'm going to help feed these ones. Just waiting to see how many that's actually making. Now that I've ramped this up. Now what's this risk? I never understand the purpose of the salvager. Just wait for this number to update. $105. Okay. That's not bad. So half of 105 would be roughly 53, yeah. So that has helped. Alright, so now we have hit our next bottleneck, which is these. Advanced cores. I really don't know what the Android is for, the Android assembly, to be honest. Was there a new... Okay. Advanced core small. And then large, so it just needs oil. I have oil here, but my god. We're going to need to do some rejigging to make that work. And then it's going to need more of the other parts. I think I've got enough of them being created, but I'm going to need oil. Ah, I could put them over here. Hmm. That comes across to there. Was that oil extractor? Oil rig? Right. Let's do it. See how that goes. If there's enough, we'll make another one. I can fine tune this as well. That was just the easiest way to do it. Like this one. Just going to take a while, that's all. We're probably full of yellow processes at the moment, so that's all right. The grey processes are full. So there's just going to be a lull in blue at the moment because I have cut my supply off. Because I've been reducing the cores. Because we're just waiting for these to happen. And then they're upgrading again. Once I sort this out, it'll be interesting to see how many they're using and if I could put another one here. We could optimize some of this too, possibly. I don't want to if I don't have to. That was funny. That was quite interesting. A whole production line just backwards and forwards there. That's what, and there's more of it. Yeah, right. Hold on. Advanced call facility. Ah. So I probably will do one more. Why do I need androids? That's what I don't understand. They're just being sent in and being sunk. I reckon I could get rid of the Android assembly at some point. Or we could just turn it off. That'll stop it using the cores. Does it use cores? It does. They're still upgrading. I'll be back in 1 sec. Right, they're still upgrading. Just having a look here and a few things. I've got a feeling Android assembly can go, I don't know. Does anything else need Androids later? There's the Android assembly large. Hyperbots. I don't understand the point of the androids, apart from just meeting a milestone in the game. Alright, they're fully operational now. I reckon I could make another. Grade. Or at least we're making calls now. Okay, so it's going up. Looking better. Right, so in my tech tree, what have I got left in the blue? 1440. So once I get that one, as a 960, I could completely decommission them being sunk. Choose basic cores and advanced cores to produce hyperbots. Okay, so that's another production line. Now there's a possibility I could put another one of these in, maybe. It's bizarre how those counters look. Right, so let that run for a bit because there's a chance that I will be able to put that one there. Right, so once that's done, I'll get rid of this one over here. Just wondering if I can optimize some of this better, but if it's working, I don't want to change it. How's the bot output going? 42 a minute, so we're making about 19 a minute. We need all I'm looking at right now is everything's running properly. I'm just waiting for these to catch up. That one's up. Ah, so it uses minus 32 to upgrade, yeah. In my tech tree, so 1440 was all what I wanted there, and then another 960. Ah, let's spend this money. Oh, I'm gonna need a better rank to get those ones. 10,000. Well, I've got a lot of points for them. But I think regardless, 960 and 1440 is the remainder of the blue that I need. Pretty shortly I'll probably be able to unlock this. This one here. This all seems to be running nicely. We're getting 60, 60 and 60 of each. The oil. Yeah. I'm just waiting on upgrades and that. I'll get rid of this one eventually. what's next? Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for these to be done before I move on. So that makes 15 a minute, and the old one makes 7.5. So I was making 15 there. One of those does that. So getting rid of this one won't be an issue. Just wait until these two are done. Oh, that one's fully done now? Yep, okay. I think we're getting rid of that one. So that would mean that's not doing it for anyone. I'm going to get rid of that one. Do this. Actually, you know what I should do? No, it doesn't matter. Actually, no, let's do that with this. I'll grab clear some of this. Just to make sure that's still running. Cleans up some of that. So I think just doing a bit of a tidy up. Which one's that? That's the middle one here. Just trying to see if I can make things a bit simpler. Well, that's working, so we're going to turn it off. That's from all the way over there. So now I reckon, can I? Yes. Right, that does that. And all honesty, tidies that up a bit. Rightio. Still want to fiddle with some of this to make it a bit neater. We're getting there. What I might do is do some flipping. Helps that. And this one, making things a bit more obvious. So that. So why don't I go? That one to there. We'll go over. Right. Then can I... Okay, the thing is I can't stretch from there to there. It's too far. But we can do one. From here to here. Hold on. What's the point of that? I mean, that one's coming in from here. Why don't I go? Sure I'm doing the right thing first. It's a bit in the tunnel. There it goes. This one here, I reckon that goes to there. We've made it cleaner. I don't know if it's, well, I suppose it has helped a bit. Anyway, I think I'm pretty happy at the moment. And we've really ramped up. How's our... this is back to a good speed again. This is where we were at before, I think. Before I started playing around. So that would mean that I could possibly do another one of these. We might worry about that in a bit. But what I have done is I can unlock this. And then all I need is it'll be this. I need level 19, rank 16 to get that one. But I just need 960. If I had 1,000 of these stored away, then I could just get rid of, well, not get rid of, but yeah. I've got a feeling, what's each one using? If it's using 60 a minute, no, I would say I should say how many per minute it uses. Like this is one of the annoying things about this game. But I assume they're using 15 a minute each. Because if that's throughputting 60 and they're all getting used, then they must be using 15 a minute. This one which is this, I am making 120, so I could ramp up that. So whether or not I'm making enough of these two to assist having another one, I don't know. I think for the moment, I think I'm going to leave it there. Maybe this is where I was up to, yeah. This is full. Yellow processors, so basically I need to make data center. Right. So 60 and 60 makes 15. That's what we're up to. I need to bring blues to here, or we take these over to here. We take the blues over to here. What I might do is I might actually transport them over to that spot and make them. So we've got not much room there, but I can make one here and just make some. And where do I have a receiver? No, I have a receiver facility here. So we might start doing that, and then that'll be our we'll start earning yellow ones, and then we can look at ramping up the blues again, see what else I can do to improve it, and yeah, we'll just keep plodding along. We're making progress. Yeah, it's just certainly a complex game as you get into the further stages. I'm enjoying it. I think we just need to start getting the yellow unlocked, so I start need to work on this yellow stuff, getting these yellow data centers running. That will make the yellow data shards, and then that'll give me access to more stuff in the tech tree, and the yellow spire monument we can unlock and do that last one as well. So a few things to do yet, but we'll keep at it, and yeah, we'll go from there. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.